Hi everyone. I'm very honored to be here today. I'm Carmen Boyce with BVK, and I do get the luxury of showing you this beautiful work that we've been working on for some time. Of course, it's hard. I don't have a real reveal. It's throughout the room. You've seen some of it already. But I'm going to take just a moment to take us through kind of a recap of some of the things that David talked about and Steve, to explain how we got from the beginnings of really looking at the brand and where we need to go to the creative that I'm going to share with you. So first of all, we kind of had a formula here, some considerations as we were moving forward. We wanted to make sure that what we were creating was going to move travelers. We want to be impactful. We want them to be inspired when they see our creative and say to themselves, I have to go there. So it was very important for us to set some goals, look at our objectives. What are the main things that we really need to focus on in our messaging? As David highlighted, we had a number of sources of data that we pulled together. We wanted to look at really what are the priorities, what's making people tick, what are the things that they're thinking of when they select their next overnight vacation. And then also, what are their perceptions of us? So these give us opportunities of looking at what we need to message, what we need to maybe push up, maybe dial back. And then last, we really wanted to look at the actual work itself. After we developed all of our creative, we came up with about 6 different concepts. Those concepts, and we picked our 2 that we really liked. And it was quite a variety of work. But we put it into testing. And the benefit of this is that, number 1, kind of gives us an idea of which one is really resonating best with our audiences. And it also gives us an idea of how well are we moving some of this messaging, because it gives people that are seeing this to say, oh, I love that. Oh, you're hitting this well, or I missed this. So it gives us an opportunity to also tweak it before we launch it. So first, let's look at our priorities. First and foremost, we wanted to make our creative based in our value of vibrancy. That's very important. And vibrancy, you've kind of heard a lot of the terms today about being energy, having these unique experiences that really bring the senses alive. So we knew we wanted to hit that. We wanted to make sure that we're a family-friendly destination. We don't want to alienate. We want to make sure that we're really pushing forward that we are a premier destination for arts and culture, that we're diverse and we're welcoming. And last, that not only do we have great beaches, but we also have wonderful other things to experience while you're here. So as David hit, we had a number of priorities that we saw through the perception study. He hit a lot of these. Like 85% of travelers said that going and seeing, going to a location that had a great atmosphere and a great ambience was really important to them. So how do we, as we're looking at developing a new creative campaign, make sure that our creative does not look like every other Florida destination or just a boring beach destination? We want to have a vibe. We want to really stand out. So this was giving us an idea of some of these things that were really important to visitors as they're making decisions, to travelers as they're making decisions about where they want to go. But how do we stack up to those? And this is really where the rubber hits the road. We want to look and say, well, what do people know about us? Well, people know that we have lovely beaches. They know that we have this lovely scenery and outdoor activities that they can take advantage of. But there are other things that we have an opportunity to grow in. A lot of people see us as where we have a lot of mature visitors. So how do we make sure that younger visitors can feel like they're welcome here and there's something for them to do? Many didn't know that we have all this wonderful arts and culture to offer and one-of-a-kind experiences. So we have a lot that we wanted to look at and really dig into as we started building our creative. So what did we find out of the actual creative testing? Well, first, we found a couple of things out. One is everyone liked and saw that the campaign was vibrant. That came across very clearly. And we did get a clear winner. Both campaigns performed well and when we put them head-to-head against each other. One of the key things is, sometimes if you appeal to one cohort, you may not appeal to another. But in this case, we appealed to both boomers and millennials alike. We came across as inclusive. But what's also important is, even though people knew about our beaches, they said it's still important to portray beaches because that's a main driver. They want to know that we have award-winning beaches, but they also wanted to know what was the unique experience that they could expect when they got here. So we came up with Let's Shine. Now when we create a new campaign, we like to have a manifesto, something that kind of grounds us and what Let's Shine is all about. So I just want to take a minute and kind of walk you through this because I think it really gives you a good idea of what this is all based in. So it's time to bask in the sunshine again. And in St. Pete-Clearwater, the sun always shines a little brighter. Here, regardless of the weather or season, day or night, every visit is vibrant and rejuvenating. Every color is more vivid, every sip more flavorful, every smell more intoxicating, every touch more intense, every moment more memorable. So, let's escape. Let's make the most out of every visit. Let's get together by getting away. Let's shine. So this is one of the print ads that we launched the campaign with, and as you can tell, it's one of our favorites. I think one of the main reasons is, as you know, over 50% of our visitors are from in-state within Florida. So what we want them to do is not come just for the day, but for the night. So how do we compel them? They've got to see these fiery sunsets. So we want to remind them, come for this. This is one of the biggest attributes that we have. So we really wanted to take advantage of that and remind people of the sunsets that we have. We also wanted to talk about Let's. We saw in our research that Let's was a very welcoming and inviting term. People liked it because it made them feel like they could, oh yeah, I can relate to that. It's something that really connected with them on the emotional level. So in our print ads and our advertising, we do lead with Let's. Let's, in this case, let's plan on no plans. So this goes back to relaxing, some of the things that we know that our visitors wanted to do. As you also look at this, you'll see a lot of the vibrant colors that we're using in these executions. What we call the duotones with the pink and the blue. We wanted to separate ourselves from other beach destinations. When we see advertisements from beach destinations, a lot of them, you see beautiful sand, yellow umbrellas, and water. Well, we want to really look different. We want to have a vibe. We want to be something that people really crave and want to come see. Again, appealing to our families. Let's ooh and ah. Arts is a priority for us. I think you've heard that a lot today. And in this case, all of our arts advertisements have their own color template. So it's a way for us to help arts stand out, but also come within the umbrella of our brand campaign. You'll also notice that we've got a lot of neat, fun graphics in here. And you'll see that through all the advertising that we're doing. Again, we want to seem very youthful, very fun, and have a vibe. So here's some of our out-of-home that we used. I love these. Again, they pop. You see this going down the road. It really stands out. Some fun outdoor activities with the family. Our wonderful beaches. And for those that were in Florida, we remind them, let's head west. Or let's get to the Gulf. So those were a couple of our out-of-home boards as well. Just lots of vibrant colors, a new color palette for us. We've updated the logo and really focused our messaging on all these things that are based in data, hoping that we can bring more visitors for you and all your businesses to Pinellas County. And one thing I want to do before I show you our sizzle reel is I do want to thank everyone here that helped us make this possible. I know it's not easy to have a crew of people and a lot of equipment come in and take over your business for a few hours, but many of you did, and it really contributed to this fantastic footage and imagery that we were able to pull together and then project out to make the best for all of us in the room. So here's to a great 2023. Let's shine.